Alright, and here I have Ateez VIP gift for their tour, the In Your Fantasy World Tour for 2025, and it came in this cute little box. There is the front and back of it. I'm going to be going through this, but first here is the badge that you get, the front and back. I'm kind of disappointed on the badge because it doesn't have the tour dates on the back. On the previous tour, you know, last year, they did have the tour dates. It was awesome, and it was holographic. It was my favorite. But this time, for some reason, they decided not to put any tour dates. They just repeated the front and back. And it's a solid color. But other than that, it's still nice. And here is the lanyard. Also, here is the wristband. It's not focusing, but... And there's a star here because when you get the lucky draw, they mark you with a star. They did the same thing last year, so... yeah. I also got this magnet. I honestly thought it was going to be small, but this thing is huge. Here's my hand. This thing is ginormous. It's huge. So, yeah. And it says Dallas. Every single time. But this was Arlington. This was the Arlington stop, and it was the last stop for the US tour, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed myself. I had so much fun. I'm so excited. You know, it's been 3 days since the tour. I was so tired. On Sunday, basically when the tour ended, which was after send-off, I got home around 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, so I didn't even get a lot of sleep Sunday, so I was running on E. And I was very tired, but here we are on Monday, and I'm just so excited still. You know, it was so much fun. You know, I really liked all the members' solo stages. I thought it was great. I enjoyed every single one. It was so nice. Yeolsung's Legacy was everything. I really liked it a lot. And Hongjoong's N01, you know, stage was awesome because all the members joined Hongjoong. It was so awesome. All 8 members were there for Hongjoong's solo stage. It was fun. It was all good fun. Oh my gosh, it was one of my favorite stages. So nice. Also, the amount of freebies I got for this tour, it's a whole bag. Last year I didn't even get a lot, but this year, because I didn't even have an extra bag, I didn't even know. Oh yeah, look, and I'm also wearing these. I don't even know if it'll focus. Let me see first. See if you could see. Yeah, here you are. I got some San, Sangwa, Hongjoong. And this one is Yingi and Yeolsung. Look how pretty. Look at this. Look how nice this is. Ateez are so freaking creative. Here is the inside of the flap. And also, here is the book. Oh, this came off. Okay, let me get this. I'm still hyped. Even though we were the last stop. And I was like, I am still hyped for this tour. I totally am. Like, sorry, but I still am. We were the last stop. Last year, we were not the last stop. We were like in the middle. But for us to be the last stop, it's really nice. They will continue their tour in Mexico, which I think would be the 23rd. The 23rd. Yeah, but here is the front of this book or journal. It's embossed. It has some nice holofoil red for the tour. Here is the back with all the members. The imprint or the stamp of all the member silhouettes, all 8 members, 1 for each member, and there is the back of that, and here's an embossed logo on the bottom. And really intricate details for this VIP gift. Now, last year's was nice. This is an upgrade. They upgraded their merch, their ultimate merch, so their VIP gift actually, and it was so, like, I did not expect it. Look how nice it is, and it's a nice plush texture too. It's really nice. Here's a little heart locket. Here's a little band, I think. You can't open it this. You have to, let's see, twist this on that side and pull up and twist. Oh yeah, like this. You pull up and you twist. So then you take this off, and here we are. You pull it out. There it is. And I actually think you can also remove this too and just use it for another book or something, for another cover, which is so cool. This is such a nice thing to commemorate the concert with. Look at this. Like last year, don't get me wrong, I like the little tin, little disposable camera, the little cards that came with it, the little playing cards. Those were so nice. I really like those cards. But this is, I like it, and it's a little tiny box too. It's easy to carry. Let's go through that. Here is the lyrics for In Your Fantasy, and it's like an empty, or it's an undated planner. Look how convenient. You can use it for next year or whatever. And oh my gosh, I didn't show it right. There you go. Here is In Your Fantasy. Here's fireworks. Where is the other one? This one is Lemon Drop. Oh yeah, I got so excited. I got to see Lemon Drop live. In Your Fantasy live. It was so cool, and their solo stages, it was like the best. Oh my gosh. And here's Shaboom. The lyrics for Shaboom. And here's Enough. And yeah, that's it. And then some empty little pages. This is so nice. A little dusty thing on there. Yeah, so I'll close this up. Let's see how I can close this up. Put it in the loop. Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh, and then pull it up and push it back in. And that's it. Oh yeah, and there's like a little tassel to, you know, for a bookmarker, which is nice. Very nice. It's back in here. I'll also go through the lucky draws and the Atiny Zone PCs in a bit. Here is the feather, or it's a pen. It's a feather pen, which is actually a really nice touch. This gift was well thought out this time. Thank you, KQ. Really like it. You know what it reminds me of? That, it reminds me during Say My Name era, you know, had a feather. I don't know if he was writing with one or he had one in his hand, and I believe it was a feather. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it kind of reminds me of it. That feather. That's the first thing when I saw it, I was like, oh, you know. That's what I thought. It's really nice. It's a pen, you know. And this is the same thing as the book, I think. The little keychain. Now this is such a cute way, you know, to commemorate the concert, carry it with you. Yeah, it's like, oh, it has a little bit of embossing in there too. Nice. Let's open this up, and we get little inserts with the A and the tour, title of the tour, the show actually. Oh gosh, and it's little tiny playing cards. Little mini cards in here. You can, I think I've seen that some use the member IDs that will fit inside this little thing. So, oh, this is very cute. And here's the clasp to them, the rings. Durable and nice. Soundtrack was so much fun. Oh yeah. And I didn't realize how close it was. I think this tour, you were way closer. I was way closer to this tour because I had Barricade last year too. And it didn't feel as close, but this time, this one was so close. close. I was like, whoa. It's like that platform that's leveled. It was like a little bit closer too. I don't know. Maybe I was like, maybe my vision's wrong or something, but I swear I felt closer. Closer to the stage. I was like, I don't know, but I felt really, really close. So yeah, soundcheck was so fun too. And send-off experience was pretty quick, like always, you know. But it was nice and fun. Here's that. That's the gift here. But oh yeah, I also put a little, like I always do with the wristbands. I take it off very carefully. I put little things so it won't stick. Here is a little badge. Yeah, but for send-off, it went pretty fast. I did get everyone's signature. I decided to bring something very small to sign. And I got this little thing signed. And for some reason, Mingy, he was first. Last tour, he was last. Close to the last one. Songwa and Mingy were close to the last. Yeah, Songwa and Mingy were last. But this time, Mingy was first. And he just signed huge in the center. And everybody else got little tiny corners in this. This is actually very, very small. And I was like, I like this little thing. I could use this to, you know, put here on a corner somewhere and decorate it and, you know, put the tour date on there. And I like it a lot. So this is very cute. I always prefer selfies. That's why last year I got selfies. So it makes the selfies from last year even more special for 2024 because they didn't do selfies this year for this tour at all. No selfies were allowed, not even with your camera or anything. But I did get 2 cute interactions from Jongho and Hongjoong, which is super cute. All the members were just like, sign, 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 but I did say thank you to everyone. You know, it was a very simple send-off, you know, for me, that is. I mean, as always, that's how I am. But yeah, here's the lucky draws. Alright, first of all, here is the lucky draw. And if you remember last year, it should be pretty obvious who this is. I always get 2 members the most. I always get Yuna and Uyong. So guess who this is? Pretty predictable, it's Uyong! I also got him last year too, so here's Uyong again. Yep, he's blonde this time. And he's wearing white too, so last year he was also wearing white. And here's his card. And here's the card you get when you purchase merch. And I got, oh gosh, because I did get some pajamas. Oh, come on. Yeah, I don't want to turn it around because it does have a QR code. But here it is. And I got Jongho! Yay! That's what I got for my merch card. Is Jongho. Here it is. I'll put it this way. Yeah, to cover up the QR code. Okay. Yep. Ooh, it's not fixing. There. And here is 2 Atiny zones. And I got, whoa! It's like, don't look. It's Songwa and Yeosang. And both of these will have the same. So I got 2 Songwa and 2 Yeosang. I got duplicates. It's okay. But I'm happy for both. So that's what I got for Atiny zone. I really like these for this tour. I like all of these. I actually want to get them all. Is there in case? I'm gonna get Hongjoong's too. Also here is the pajamas that I got A. I wanted to get the small size they had, and this is the one they handed me. So I hope this is the right one for the small size. Yep, that's all I got. I didn't want to carry a lot of merch. I know they did have a pop-up. And also, I didn't go to it. I'll get all the other merch later. There's a couple of pieces that I still want, like the tour shirts and everything. I know there's some on Amazon, but yeah. And here is the enormous bag full of freebies. There's just too much in here. Let me put this a little bit to the corner. Oh, gosh, it fell. Yeah, but look at this. There are stickers, candies, and cute things inside. It's like Halloween for Atiny in August. These are my favorite ones. Look how cute these are made. And I wore them. But look how cute. Look at it. And some more bracelets in here. All these fun goodies. Some stuff is still closed. Look at it. Just can't wait to go through all of these. I got so many goodies in here. Atiny are so creative, and I am so thankful for all of this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you all Atiny for all the goodies. I will be enjoying them and looking through them for sure. Oh yeah, and I also went to the Ateez pop-up. It was the weekend before this tour, and I did buy the whatchamacallit, the Ateez plushies, but the keychain ones, I really like the little ones the most, and I bought an OT8 set. So I'll be working on that later. Yeah, I'll be working on that later. But yeah. Oh, and here's the logo, or the branding for it. It's not holographic anymore. They decided not to do holographic this time. Yeah, I think, yeah, this one also has, ooh, let me see. Yeah. And here is that, and the cards, and the merch. A little bit of merch I got a little bit. And some of the lucky draws and the 18 zone pieces are right here. So I did have a lot of fun again. I mean, it was so much fun. Compared to last tour, you know, I love that iTower. I love it so much. That was one of my favorite things about this tour last year. I know this year they didn't have a lot of props, but the show was just as amazing. It was incredible too. It was awesome. It was so much fun. And I really liked the platform stage. Instead of it always being a square, it was out like this. That's actually more fun too. So a lot of the members kept passing forward and backward, and yay! It made it really, really fun. So yeah. Well, and that's it for Ateez World Tour in Your Fantasy 2025. Yeah, and thanks for watching.